All right, guys, let's get started. So we'll start on the ground with our mobility sequence. We're going to sit down onto the ground, feet out in front. Should start to be getting used to, everyone should start to be getting used to this by now. We've done it a couple of times. So feet are out in front, hands are behind you, sitting nice and straight. You're going to push your hips up into the air, come into a tabletop, and then come back down. We're going to do that 10 times. Pushing up, 2, and down. Going for 3, and 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, and 10. As we do this one, it's really important that we're not getting any pain in our low back. So make sure that as you push up into that tabletop, that it's really squeezing the glutes as you do it. That way we're activating the glutes properly and getting that part of the body moving the way that we should. All right. The next one, we're going to come into a push-up position. Hands on the mat, directly beneath the shoulders. So you want to make sure that in this position, hands are directly beneath the shoulders, that we're not in this line, okay? Making sure we've got that straight line from the shoulder all the way down through the wrist. Body's going to be nice and straight, core is engaged, glutes are switched on. Nice straight position, pushing back into a downward facing dog, trying to get the heels onto the ground and pulling our shoulder blades together and then coming back into push-up. We're going to go again, 2, and back. 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, and 10. Good. All right. Yeah, good. Good. Next one, coming into a squat position. You're going to go as far down into the squat as possible, as long as you can keep your heels on the floor. So if that means you're not fully down, that's fine. If you're able to get all the way down, great. Hands onto the ground in front of you. You're going to push up into a pike position. So you're pushing up, stretching your knees, and coming back down. We're going to do this 10 times. Pushing up, and down, that's 2. Up, that's 3. 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, and 10. Good. Standing off of the mat now. Nice wide position with your feet. Your feet are going to be facing directly to the front, so we don't want to have any turnout through the ankles. You're going to push over into one side of a lunge, and then staying at that same depth with our hips, we're going to transfer all the way across to the other side. That's 1, 2, 3. Sanjana, making sure we're not coming up in between, going straight across. 4, 5, trying to pull the back up as straight as possible. 6, 7, 8, 9, and 10. Good. So as you're doing this one, the goal is to be as deep as we can. It's almost like we're in a deep squat with a wide second position, turned in, and then moving across in that range of motion. If you find that you're going up, it's okay, but it's not the same kind of movement. You're not going to get that opening up through the inner thighs and the hips at that full depth, okay? Next one, coming down to the ground. You can place your hand on your knee, you can place your hands on the ground, whatever is going to give you the necessary stability. And you're going to just stretch that back knee and come back down. Stretch and come back down. We're going to do that 10 times. Now, if you're able to balance easily, place the hands on your knee. So it's going to keep your back a little bit straight. It's going to increase the stretch through your hip flexor. If you're not able to get that at this point, that's fine. Place your hands onto the ground. That's okay. Yeah. more important that you're stable than that you challenge yourself too much and then fall over. All right. So stretching 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Good. Swapping sides. Lunging as far forward as we can, finding that stable position, making sure both legs are nicely parallel. We're going to lift off. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Good. Sitting down, grab your TheraBand. We're going to do some new things tonight. We're going to start with the feet, and we're going to work our way up the body as we go. Okay, so the first exercise we're going to do, you're going to grab that TheraBand, you're going to open it up so that the midpoint of the TheraBand is on your foot. All right, just like this. Now, once we get there, what you're going to do is stretch your leg out all the way in front of you as the band is wrapped around your toes. Stretch your leg out as much as you can, so we're getting a fully engaged quadricep. You're going to flex your heel as much as you can, and then you're going to push through until the foot is pointed without the toes pointing. So we're working on this isolation. You're going to point the toes then, pull the toes back, and then release the foot. And do that 10 times. Point the ankle, point the toes, flex the toes, flex the foot. Again, ankle, point, come back. Point, come back, keep going. Stretch your knee, fully engaging that leg. Let's do 5 more. Point, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Good, swapping sides. Change over to the other foot. Wrap the band around your toes. Extend the leg out to the front. We're going to stretch that knee as much as we can, engaging both the VMO and the lateralis, vastus lateralis. Okay, so both the outside and the inside of the quadricep, fully as much as we can. Flexing through the heel, pushing through the ball of the foot, toes point, toes come back, flex the foot. Go point, toes, come back, flex. 3, and 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, and 10. Good, guys. Switching back to the other foot, we're going to work on a little bit of winging of the feet now. Okay, so the technical term would be eversion of the foot. Okay, so we're everting the ankle. Now, in ballet, we call it winging. Okay, so as opposed to sickling, where we're bringing the foot in this way, winging that way. All right, so you're going to bring the band again onto the toes, just like we did the first time. You're going to then pull the band towards the middle point of your body. So we're not pulling it outwards away from our body, we're pulling it in towards the other leg. You're going to step that other leg on the inside of the band so we create resistance. So we're creating an L-like shape, just like this. Okay. Once we've got that resistance, you're going to point your foot and you're going to work to move the band away from your supporting foot, outwards. We're going to do 25 of these, okay? So again, find that position. I'll do it with you. Wrap the band, pull the band towards your inside, put the other foot inside that band, and then you're gonna go 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19, 20, 21, 22, 23, 24, 25. Good. Swapping sides. Change to the other foot. Wrap the band around the foot. Pull that band towards the inside of your body. Put the other foot in to create a resistance point. Point the foot that's connected to the band and move out, out. 3, 4. Count to 25 as you go. Good. Once you've done 25, we're going to stand up. Find a wall. You're going to sit against the wall. Your legs are going to be out in front at an angle. Okay, so we're sitting at an angle against the wall. Legs are out in front. Lifting toes up and back down. Toes up and back down. Up and down. We're going to do this 25 times. Once everyone has found a wall, give you a minute to get there. Make sure that you have an angle forward with your legs and that your body, the only part of the body that's touching the wall is your glutes. So your back is leaning slightly forward to create a little bit of extra pressure so that it makes it a little bit more challenging. If you want a real challenge with this one, put some sneakers on. Try it that way. The rubber heel makes this one really tough. Okay, so here we go. We're starting in 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Here we go. Flex. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19, 20, 21, 22, 23, 24, 25. Good. Very good, guys. Shake your legs. Okay, so we've done a good amount for the lower foot now. We've got those feet activated. Yeah, probably a little bit tired. The whole point of this is to work the ankle and get the toes connected like the same way that we would in ballet, okay? So anytime we're doing a tendu, we're working through that articulation. We're getting to that demi point first and then pointing the foot, just like we did where we're pointing through with the TheraBand. Okay, so it's always that same articulation. The second one is what we're trying to create, the line that we're trying to create with the ankle. So we're trying to create that winging of the foot. The stronger this part of the leg is here, through doing that resistance, the better that's going to be. This last one is moving that forward to the front of the shin, because that's what's going to help you to sustain the controlling down, the landing, the stability of the ankle in this position as we're on a higher releve. All right, it's your stability point. It's actually one of the most important muscles in the leg for reduction of pain in the knees, as well as maintaining stability in the ankles. Okay, good. So next one that we're going to do, grab a chair if you have one, or if you have a bar that you can use, go ahead and use that. But work to the range that you are able to work with. Okay, so I will work with the bar, but if you guys want to work with a chair, that's perfectly fine. All right, so the whole point is that the leg needs to be able to lift off of that chair. All right, so the height of the chair should be low enough that you can lift your leg off. All right, so what we're going to do, you're going to put your leg up on the chair. Imagine this is a chair that I'm using, or a bar if you have one, and you can do it on a bar. You're going to lift your other arm up into a third position. Nicely turned out, nice stretched knees and pointed feet. And you're going to bend your standing leg 10 times and stretch. Once we do 10 bends, then you're going to lift the leg 10 times. Okay, so 10 times bending the standing knee, 10 times lifting off. Starting in 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Here we go. Bend. 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Then you're going to lift the leg off. Lift. 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Good. Put that leg down. Okay, so you can feel that connection now. Hip flexor, quadricep. Yeah, a little bit of a burn. All right. The goal is that when we're lifting the leg off, that we're not lifting with the knee. Okay, so you almost want to feel like you're stretching your knee more as you try to lift that leg off the bar. All right. Let's do the other side. Swapping to the other leg. Other leg is going up on the bar. Finding that nice clean position, pointing the foot, stretching both knees, turning out as much as you can. And we're going to plie 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, and 10. Good. Lifting the leg off. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Good. That's part 1. We have 2 more parts. We have to the side and we have to the back. Okay, so the next one you're going to do, you're going to put back that left leg or right leg, whichever one you started with, back onto the bar, and we're going to do that leg flat to the side. Okay, so the leg should be out to the side from the hip, hands on the bar, and you're going to plie and stretch. We're going to do 10 plies and then 10 lifts off the bar. Okay, finding that rotation in your legs as much as you can, and then making sure that every time you lift the bar off the leg, the bar off the leg, listen to me, the leg off the bar, the leg is stretching as much as possible. Okay, so stretch that knee, engage the quadricep fully as much as you can, and lift the leg off the bar and then put it back down. Try and hold for a second and then put it down. Don't just kind of bounce it off. If it's not lifting very far off the bar, that's perfectly fine. If it's not lifting at all, that's perfectly fine. Just engage that muscle as much as you can. See how much you can engage for, and then release. Engage and release. Eventually, you'll gain enough strength to get that leg off the bar. Okay, here we go. Leg is up on the bar, hands are on the bar. We're bending for 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. We're going to lift the leg off. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Placing the leg down. We're going to swap sides. Other leg is going up on the bar. Starting in 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, 1. 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Lifting the leg off. 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, and 10. Good. It's a really good one to engage the hip flexors and strengthen the hip flexors and work on that lift of the leg, okay? So that ability to lift higher than where you feel like your support is going to increase your extension, yeah? Because that's the movement, that's the lift that we have to get that leg higher, okay? This one is probably going to be the challenging one, the most challenging one for everyone, is putting your leg behind you. Now, I would suggest if you do have a chair that you're working with, that you have something in front of you to hold on to for now, okay? So put a bar behind you or in front of you and behind you, okay? So you've got something like this. If you're working with one bar and you're happy to do that and you feel like you've got the support to be able to do that easily, great. If not, put something in front and behind so that you can help to support your back as you lift the leg up, okay? So the leg is going up onto a bar. If you're doing it with one hand on the bar, the other arm goes up. If you're doing it with two hands on a bar in front, it's perfectly fine, just like that. The goal here is to make sure that your body is staying as straight as possible, okay? So you're gonna bend the knee and stretch. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, and then we're gonna lift that leg off. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Good work, guys. Shake your legs. We got one more leg to do. We're almost there. How's everyone feeling? All right, challenged? Good. This is the hardest exercise in the ballet sphere. Just doing this one. Yeah, because we have to try and keep that back upright. Now, if you're doing this and you're feeling a lot of pain in your back, lower the leg a little bit, work more on the glutes, okay? The goal here is to strengthen the glute to lift the leg, not to pull the back, all right? I don't want you waking up and not being able to move tomorrow. Good, let's do the other leg up on the bar. We're going plie 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Lifting leg up. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Good. Have a rest, guys. Shake your legs. Very good. All right, so next one. Grabbing that band. About shoulder width apart. All right, you're going to pull the band open and then release. Open and release. We're going to do this 5 sets of 10. Okay. So a total of 50. Just wait until everyone is back. Here we go. So if it is too hard for you to do that at that distance with a fully extended band, pull it a little bit of slack in the middle so that you're making it a little bit easier on yourself, okay? Good, here we go. We're going for 10 in 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Good, have a rest. Back up again. Here we go, opening for 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Good, have a rest. Three more rounds. In 3, 2, 1, here we go. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Good. Rest. Making sure every time we're opening those arms that we're keeping the elbows fully locked. All right, we're not going to try and extend through the elbow. It's just the arm moving in that lateral flexion. Yeah. Lateral horizontal flexion. Okay. So we don't want to extend the elbow. It's just that kind of movement. All right. 2 more rounds. Here we go. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Good. Have a rest. 1 more round coming up. In 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Here we go. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Good. All right, coming into push-up position. We haven't done push-ups in a week, so we're going to do some push-ups. All right, using a bench, using the floor, using whatever it is that you are at the level of using at this point. The most important thing here for everyone is that we go all the way down to the ground. And if you can't push yourself back up, that's perfectly fine. You're going to help yourself back up by arching through the back, rolling through the back, rolling back off your knees, whatever you need to do to get back up, okay? The point here is that the eccentric phase, the lowering down towards the ground, is being held for 3 seconds, all right? So you want to go 3, 2, 1, and then help yourself back up. If you can get all the way down and then push back up, definitely go for the push, yeah, if you're at that point. Otherwise, just lowering down for now, okay? We're going to do 5 reps, starting in 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, going down for 3, 2, 1, and up. Slowly down, 3, 2, 1, up. Slowly down, 3, 2, 1. That's 3, 3, 2, 1. Up 4. Last one, 3, 2, 1. Up 5. Have a rest. All right, so one of the things that often happens with these push-ups is that instead of keeping your body, especially if you're on your knees, instead of keeping your body in a straight line like this, we get into a position like this and we just bend the elbows. All right, this is not going to exercise the correct muscle groups. We're going to get a lot of tricep work. We're probably going to end up hurting our shoulders, and we're not going to get into the pectoral muscle, which is what we're trying to achieve by working this movement. So in the push-up, you want to make sure that your hips are forward, you're squeezing your abdominals, you're squeezing your glutes, and then you're slowly lowering down, and the elbows are coming back towards the body at a 45-degree angle this way, okay? If the elbows are going out like this, you're rolling the shoulder forward, you're putting it into a compromised position, all right? So 45-degree angle, not all the way tucked, not flared out to the side like this, all right? We're gonna do 5 more push-ups, starting in 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Here we go. 3, 2, 1, and up. 3, 2, 1, up. 3, 2, 1. That's 3, 3, 2, 1, 4, 3, 2, 1. That's 5. Having a rest. Going a bit gentler tonight because Thursday night's going to be harder. Yeah, so use this as your gentle workout. And then I'll see you all back on Thursday for the hard one. Yay! All right, let's do one last set, 5 more push-ups, And then we're going to do a little bit of a stretching circuit at the end. Okay. Going in 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Here we go. 3, 2, 1, and up. 3, 2, 1. That's 2, 3, 2, 1. 3, 3, 2, 1. 4, 3, 2, 1, 5. Good. Very good. All right, let's do a little bit of stretching. I want to get some mobility, some stretching into this movement. So what we're going to do, just to start out, we're going to come into a kneeling position like this. And you're going to reach your hands behind you. We're going to walk back as far as we can in this stretching position, okay? Now, if you have the ability to go all the way down, and you can lie all the way back like this, go for it. If you're not there yet, walk those hands back as far as you can, getting a little bit more of a shoulder stretch than a quad stretch, okay? We're just going to hold this for 30 seconds. Keep going, guys. Another 20 seconds. Finding that mobility through the shoulders, opening up the arms, especially after doing those push-ups. Pulling yourself back as far as you can. If you can go all the way back, go for it. If not, don't worry. Good, coming back up. You're gonna grab that TheraBand again. You're gonna grab it as wide as you need to pull it up and over your head and around, and then back again, okay? Still do have a bit of stretch in your movement, so it shouldn't be too easy. If you're all the way out here and you're just able to easily move that band, probably not gonna get much of an effect, okay? So you want to be able to get a bit of a stretch as we pull past. And because it's a band, it will stretch up a little bit, all right? We're gonna do this 5 times, going for 1, and 2, and 3, 4, and 5. Good. Very good, guys. All right. Bringing one leg out in front now, like this. Hands are going to be on the ground. You're going to tuck your back toe, and you're going to slide as far forward into the split as you possibly can. You're just going to hold that position for 30 seconds. And don't forget to breathe. Pushing as far forward as you can, sliding forward. Still got another 20 seconds to go. You're doing well, guys. Keep it up. Think about happy places. 4, 3, 2, 1. Coming back. Swapping legs. Other leg out in front. Sliding as far forward into the split as you can. Hands onto the ground. Starting in 3, 2, 1. Finding that stretch. Ten more seconds. Good. Coming into a straddle, so you can either use a chair for support, you can use the ground, whatever the distance range of motion in your straddle is at this point, but you're going to slide into a straddle position. Hands are on the ground or on a chair, whatever you need to have. And then you're going to do push-ups in that position. Okay, so using a chair if you need to, coming all the way down and up. Yeah, if you need to use a chair, you would have that chair here and you would do it that way. Okay, we're gonna do 10 push-ups, sliding all the way down into this position, hands on the ground, going for 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, and 10. Good. Working your way back up. Coming into a nice wide second position. We're going to sit down into a hold. We're going to hold for another 30 seconds. Lowering down as far as you can, trying to keep your back upright as much as possible. Another 15 seconds to go. Good. Down onto the floor. You're going to sit with your back against the wall. One leg is going to be out in front, the other leg is going to cross over, and you're going to pull that knee up. So placing just the ankle or the foot on top of your stretched out leg, you're going to bend that stretched out leg until we get a nice stretch through the glute of the leg that's crossed over. And we're going to hold that position again for 30 seconds. Okay. Starting in 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Here we go. You want to increase the stretch, you can push against that knee with your hand. Just a gentle push. A lot of people think that turnout comes from a second position straddle kind of stretch. That's how we increase our turnout, when in reality, this is the better stretch for turnout. It's opening up the hip, opening up the glute, and then coming back down, swapping legs, other leg coming over, pulling that foot up, creating a stretch through the glute and the piriformis. The next progression of this would be doing a pigeon stretch. Fifteen more seconds. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Good. Now staying against the wall, pulling your feet into a butterfly position as far as we can, and then pressing down on the knees and opening out. And we're going to hold that for another 30 seconds. As you're stretching, it's always a nice idea to take a deep breath halfway through the stretch. And then as you exhale, release deeper and push farther into the stretch. Good. Slowly bringing your knees back together. Very slowly. You're going to press your hands against your knees, and your knees are going to push out against your hands. And we're going to hold in that position again for 30 seconds, starting in 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, and push. Good, and coming back together. Excellent work, guys. Well done. Nice gentle workout tonight. Always good to have a gentle workout every now and then. Yeah, thank you so much for coming. I'll just stop recording.